It's that time of the month again. Sounds pretty weird when it's not your missus saying it, doesn't it? I'm not talking biology. I am talking Aliexpress watches. I've rounded up 5 brilliant deals from the absolute budget to the premium watches that are on a budget. More simply put, I have something for you all today. Hi guys, my name is Jason. I'm your watch guy today. We're rounding up the 5 best releases that I have spotted on AliExpress this month. We are past payday. What a perfect time to have a look. Remember to look around for the best deals, use your coupons and codes in the best way you possibly can and get the best price for yourself. They're all linked in the description. If you want to buy one of these, click one of those links and have a look around. Let's get into it. We are starting off with a fantastic sports piece from Spect Son. It's a pretty sophisticated looking watch with an integrated bracelet and ran by the NH35 movement. But I think the real selling point to this one is the textured dial. They offer in plenty of different colours, but for me, it has to be that grape. Looking at the reviews and the pictures left in them, they look pretty fantastic. This is definitely one of them that I'd love to have on the channel to get really hands-on and show you guys the best features. The very elegantly styled casing is a very preferable 38mm, definitely edging towards the more modern dress style aesthetic on the wrist. Obviously, all packed into the usual stainless steel casing, fitted with a sapphire crystal to bring those specifications up to par. As I say, the selling point of this one is definitely the dial and the style of it. It's available on the Spect Son official store on AliExpress, and you may see one of them on the channel very soon. Now we're moving into some really heavy summer vibes with St. Martin. This one definitely reminds me of the Zodiac Super Seawolf that we saw released with the rainbow bezel. Funnily enough, I absolutely adored that one too. This is their SN0116. It's a straight up freehand dive style piece. Obviously, the bezel is what has drawn me to this. It's a sapphire insert with 120 click unidirectional bezel. I know I say this every time that I mention St. Martin, but what's one more time? The quality of St. Martin is a huge step above the standard AliExpress piece. However, the pricing is nowhere near a huge step up. At around £210 when I saw it, this is an absolute bargain. The sapphire crystal and the fantastic finishing that you get with a St. Martin is just that little icing on the top. This is a dive style piece with 200 meters of water resistance, but it is a very wearable 39.5mm in diameter. I think that'll definitely help the smaller wristed people like myself. The NH35 that this is fitted with isn't exactly a premium movement, but it is an absolute workhorse that will provide you with years of decent service. And speaking of service, it'll be super cheap to replace when it needs it. This one's available on the St. Martin official store on AliExpress. Let's get a little bit of retro military into this list. I've had a few Thorn pieces over the last few years, and I've got to say, they are heavily underrated on that AliExpress market. This is their World War II inspired military piece. It's running the modern NH34 movement. That's right, a GMT functioning watch. But they're using that in a really interesting way. This is a three-handed piece, but it is a 24-hour dial. The dial is split into two 12-hour sections with a navel night and day split. And added feature is that white section is fully loomed. It's very retro military inspired, and it's a 36mm casing, which is perfect for my type of wrist size. But the way that they're using that NH34 movement is really interesting. They are using the GMT function in place of the hour hand. The casing is split into high polish and bead blasted to give you a really nice distinction. The dial is not signed with the Thorn logo, which definitely fits the style of the watch, but I know isn't everyone's cup of tea. I think this could be one of the most impressive yet overlooked watches on AliExpress at this very minute, but it could be an absolute gem for a lot of you. It is just under £100 on the Thorn watch store. We've seen so many videos and reviews on the ideal Cartier tank alternative, especially on the budget market. I think I've found the latest claim to that title, and it's from Merkur, but it's running an NH05 movement. It is fully automatic and it has the same type of specifications as the other NH pieces. However, it's ultra small to fit that dress style case. The dial is pretty and it has that classic Art Deco type of style that we all love to see in the tanks. I do really like this dial, but there are multiple options for you if you don't. There is a sapphire crystal in this one, which definitely steps up the specifications from some of their other watches. I've reviewed Merkur a few times in the past, and honestly, their quality is pretty good considering the price that they offer their watches at. This one is available on the Merkur official store at just under £140. And Merkur, if you're watching this, I would definitely like to see this one on the channel. The final watch on today's list is one that I have mentioned plenty on the channel and reviewed in the past. Of course, it's Addiesdive. They've released a vintage dive style piece that has really hit home for me. The design is brilliant, but above that they have used a K1 crystal bezel insert, which gives that Bakelite type of effect to the bezel. I love that style, and it is definitely my favourite feature on vintage dive pieces. The stainless steel casing is well brushed and it has all of the specifications that you'd expect from a good diver. Screw down crown, screw down case back, and obviously a sapphire crystal. It definitely has a look of a vintage Seamaster to it, and I know a lot of you are a big fan of that style. The reason that I mention Addiesdive so much on the channel is that they offer a really good product for a really reasonable price, including this one, which will set you back just under £120. That's on the Addiesdive global flagship store. Thanks for watching this one, guys. I think these watches definitely offer something a little bit different across the board, but definitely do offer something for everyone's budget. If you're interested in any of them, they are all linked in the description on the stores that I found them on. Make sure you look around for the best deal you possibly can to save yourself a little bit of change. And if you're looking for more watch advice, watch reviews, all over watch content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.